Hello everybody and welcome to Casey's Garage. Now today I'm here to talk about the new set of laws that California introduced for exhaust systems January 1st, 2019. I know this video is a little late, but you know, what can you do? Anyway, so the thing about the new setup with the California laws is they're not actually even new laws. They've been on the books for a very long time. The difference now is the punishments involved. See, before, the way it was set up is if you were to get pulled over and your exhaust were to be found to be in excess, then you would be given a fix-it ticket. What that means is you would have to go in, get it fixed, show the people that it's fixed, and then you're fine, no big deal. What they do now is if they pull you over and they find that your exhaust happens to be excessive, then not only do they give you a ticket, but that ticket is $1,000. That is way too much for an exhaust ticket. On top of that, you still have to go and get it taken care of, get it fixed, and that means reintroducing stock parts to it. So if you didn't save those, you got to rebuy them, and stock parts are expensive. So if you were to get this ticket, you know, it would be $1,000 for the ticket, and you'd have to pay $600–700 for stock parts unless you find somebody that also deleted them from a different state that doesn't freak out this bad. And that even could be $200–300 on like a Facebook site or something. Or apparently you can go into California and get an exemption sticker. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but from what I've heard, there is a setup on the books that if you can go in and have them give you an exception for something like that, then you could be safe. It's totally possible. I don't personally live in California, so I'm not 100% sure how that works. And if I did live in California, I highly doubt they would give me the ticket. I actually tested my car and a friend of mine's car to find out if they would be California legal. They're both legal in Idaho, so we're fine. But if we were to go to California, even my friend didn't pass the California's exhaust noise ordinances at idle. Well, barely, but I'll go ahead and show you that clip right here. Now I think it's crazy that that car, it's not even very loud, and it was already at 95 decibels at idle. That is insane, and it could be that my meter sucks. I don't know. I bought it for this particular thing. I didn't end up taking it to a place to get it tested or anything. I assumed that it was supposed to be calibrated out of the box. I did read reviews, and there was a couple people on there that have used it and said that it's within 1 to 2 decibels of their expensive meter, so I assume that it's not that, but I could be totally wrong. However, the point is even doing the actual test, it wasn't even very loud, but it would definitely not be legal in California. And now we'll show you my car, which we already know isn't going to pass California regulations, but here it is. All right, now, obviously I shouldn't drive in California because I would leave with no money left. Anyway, they are not only making this so that if you were to go ahead and get pulled over, they would check your exhaust systems, whatever, and if it's not up to code, then you get a fine. But the most important thing is, according to the California law, it's not a safety issue. It's an annoyance issue. Therefore, California police are not just looking at the exhaust from a scientific method using a meter that's certified, whatever. It's up to their subjective opinion as to if your car is too loud. What that means is even if your car is, say, 90 decibels, but it's a little raspy or something and somebody pulls you over and the cop's like, well, that's annoying, they can still give you the ticket even if you pass the law due to the decibel rating of your car. And that is where the problem is. I understand if you have a car that's, you want it to be a little louder and whatever, or like me, it's straight pipe. That's fine, I think. But the fact of the matter is California has made it so if you try to do anything individual like this, you just can't do it, because you end up with this big issue of, I can't feed my kids now because California took all my money because my exhaust is a little loud. And it's subjective. It was 94 decibels, but they gave me the ticket anyway. And you can't even beat that in court because it says in the law book it's subjective. So the cop says it is, and that's terrible. And you have to take it in and get it tested and shown that it's back to stock. And it's a terrible thing for me, I think. I wouldn't want to move to California, especially with my car. I really don't think that that's going to be the case. And the big problem for me about this is, well, the Hole in Run's supposed to be coming up in October, and that runs through California. And I'm honestly thinking I'm going to skip that part and just go to the end in Vegas this year, just so that I can avoid California, because I don't want to give them everything I have and more. But I might change my mind. I don't know. I'm going to look into the California exemption tax code. If you happen to be curious about that, I'll probably do a video later on about that, just if you need something like that. I would like the information to be out there for you. If you happen to be in California, or if you're planning on visiting California, it's extremely important to know these things. So if this helped you out, then go ahead and like and subscribe, and next week make sure to watch that video where I'll be showing you exactly how, according to the law, to set up the meter in order to test the vehicle as accurately as you can. Until then, thank you very much for watching Casey's Garage, and you guys have a great day.